Hello, everyone. Hi, homies. What's good? We're back with Untitled Project 6. But this is the last time, actually, that you will hear this. Because by the end of next video, we have a name. We have pretty much a lot of stuff happening. Right?
Oh, yeah.
My friend,
it's
Mango.
Yes, it has been a fun week.
Phone is calling. Should we see what's happening?
You're good.
I'm good? Are we good? Alright. Okay. Crazy start here, guys. But yes, we're back. And we have, as I said, we have names, we have everything. But that will be in the next video, where we probably will give you guys a little tour-ish of what's gonna come more of this series. Not a lot, but there'll be some pointers and spoilers and a little bit of stuff in the next video. So stay tuned for that, guys. It's gonna be awesome. But I think in today's video, I feel like what me and Kevin are achieving in this video today is probably one of the coolest things in the park so far. This theater building I am making is heavily inspired by, what is it called now? Theater Ralleux or something, I think. Ralleux, I don't know. You can laugh, I'm probably butchering this. From Red Dead Redemption 2, which me, Kevin, and a lot of other people have been playing a lot. And I saw this built in the game, and I was like, dude, what if I could build this into the main street and just build it in the sense of this style here? And Kim was like, dude, go for it. You pretty much just said, go for it, I'll make you what you need. That's pretty much your every quote you say to me these days.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so it's really cool, this build here today. I'm very proud of it, and it's gonna look super cool on the main street here, 100%. And Kevin, you've been doing a lot of stuff behind closed doors here. Yeah, I know you won't tell so much, but is there some things you might be able to tell what you've been doing besides all the Theme Maker Toolkit pieces and stuff?
Well, everything. I haven't done any recording in the park like you do. I've been keeping that all secret for the dark ride. I don't really want to spoil any of the story or the lore or the theme of it, but I will say that it's a coaster. It's not like a flat ride, it's a coaster. So it's going to be kind of exciting, a little intense. It's going to be themed specifically around something very important that we will discuss at a later date. Now remember these words, because there is a secret around this park that we're not talking about. And when you hear it, you're going to be like, oh my god, yes. So we're very excited to have to be getting closer to the release of that, and all of the lore will kind of tie in with the dark ride, with the park, and with the other unnamed thing that's included with this. That we have been I don't know, for the last month or two, just going over ideas on how the story is going to work. What can we do? Yeah. How can we incorporate this into something else? The other secret that we can't talk about. There's a lot of mystery behind this project, which is fun because it gives people a chance to kind of consider or contemplate on what's actually gonna happen here. And I'm telling you, man, I don't think in Planco there has been a project so in depth with the story and just the incredible detail that this guy is doing in these buildings. I mean, we waited a long time to finally collab together, man, but I think we waited for the perfect time.
We sure did, dude. We sure did. I know a lot of these pieces I'm using right now specific are not really Theme Maker Toolkit pieces, but knowing that I have the pieces and I can actually build this building here, because I know I will have pieces to finish it off, really makes me, really gives me this super nice boost of creativity. Yeah. And it feels good. It feels good. But yeah, the whole lore and the story and everything, it's gonna be super cool. We are gonna put a lot of effort into this because yeah, it's cool. It's very cool.
I think between you and me being the builders and the Blender guys, we will have maybe 2 or 3 or maybe even 4 other people helping to make this project become a reality. We need some voices. We need some 3D artists to make logos and such. And yeah, I think the team of people that we have like hired for this so far are gonna make the project really what it's like, really special.
100%. That's the whole point of it. That's also why we wanna keep it as a small little project, but it has lots to say, like lots of story in this project, and it will maybe even evolve, or it will, it's just nice, and me and Kevin are very excited about it. And as I say, in the next video, maybe when we present to you guys the name of the project, and maybe, as I say, some spoilers, a teaser too of just the entire lore, etc. We don't know yet, but we will definitely provide you guys with a name, because as you guys see today, I mean, today already has sort of a little spoiler on what sort of the project is calling, but again not, because we're calling this theater Grimlock Theater, right?
Yeah, this is the first small bit of lore that we finally decided on, and that honestly, that name really set the tone for the rest of the project. Honestly, like, coming up with the name of the theater did so much for us. Like, we've been struggling with names, but like hearing the name, seeing it, and then when you're gonna see it at the end of the video on the sign that I made, it really just it brings the character to this building. Like, I can't believe how one piece can just make the whole building explode. I mean, the building it's great anyway, don't get me wrong, but like, just to
I totally know what you mean.
You said you wanted something, I tried my best to make it look as good as I can, and I was just blown away with it.
I was sitting like with the biggest smile after you went to bed, and I opened up the park, and I was just looking at it, and I was like, man, this is so freaking good.
Is this even Planko?
I was literally. You guys already saw it in the cinematics here before we started the video here, but man, and I said to you, like, after I built a little bit of stuff, and we just had this freaking pale curved wall piece that was just blah, you can see it here in the background, and I remember saying to you, like, bro, I know your sign is just gonna do wonders to this building, and then I was not disappointed, and you made it so fucking good.
You literally gave me like a perfect template. Like, I literally, what I did was I measured the distance from one left side to the right side, and I measured the distance from the edge of the wall to the back of the straight line of the ruler that I used. So I was able to like get realistic curve, like the dimensions of the curve, and from there I just built a simple face in Blender. I textured it, made some like letters and stuff to put on it, and did some tricks to make it look like it's one piece, and shit, it fit like a glove. I didn't have to move any of those wall pieces. It just fit. Like, I was so happy.
That's the insane part when you told me that, and you just said, like, dude, I just went in and it was just
perfect. Fit. I'll tell you, those Hydro rulers are amazing. Props, bro.
100%. Yeah, it's also here. It's also his beams I used to make this sort of. What do you call this? Is it just like an awning? Or does it have a specific name?
It might have a specific name, but I think like an awning was probably fine. It's like,
okay.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
Probably have a sort of a fancy old name. I don't know, but maybe not. I could just feel like it has. But that's what I'm doing here now. Where I use this small beams to kind of like get a good shape of it, And after I added this guy on too, I was like, damn, this is gonna look nice. Because I always had in mind, like, that your sign or whatever you ended up doing for me was gonna be up there. So I was just like having this is gonna look cool.
Yeah.
Especially when we got all the signs on, and especially also all the custom signs we did, like, with the Theme Maker Toolkit stuff, and man, and what is cool about this build is that it's gonna be so flashy. It's gonna be like the whole main sort of section of the whole main street here. But all the other buildings will also eventually get signs, and they will have some stuff hanging from the buildings too. Maybe even flags, etc. So, and we also gonna make some cables, like some poles. So this is like what we're trying to do now is literally just fill in this main street as we've been said.
These are called the marquee, by the way.
We have. Oh right, that's what they're called. Yeah. I used that. I also used a ThemeMaker Toolkit piece there to like make those sort of. It was a cool texture it had. So I used those, and then I used the locomotive railings here to kind of like make a support each thing.
I dig it.
Thought it works very well. And then now I'm using trying to put these light bulbs up.
Yeah, I was curious on how you place those, because some of them are like they are like a little high. I was like, are they supposed to be in the beam, or are they supposed to be sticking out of the metal piece? I was confused. So
no, they're supposed to stick out of the middle piece of the deco piece, because they were not super straight on the picture I saw too, or in the game. They had like this, yeah.
I turned those.
I had this guy on top here.
I turned those lights off to mess with the lighting.
Oh, but I was like, when I did cinematics, I was like, wait, what is that?
So the cool thing about those lights is when you turn the light off, the light itself still kind of glows. So you can use other lighting to cast light around that area and still have the effect of it working, which is why I love those lights, because you know when you turn them on all like that, it creates such a big glow around the area that's just like, you don't really want that. I mean, we could play with it more, but when I turned them off and I started lighting around the area with the area lights, I was able to get just a better look. No, not just like bright lights staring you down. You know what I mean? So I tried to tone down the brightness of the lights a little bit, but I think for the most part, like the lights are perfect.
Yeah, I mean, we're also gonna maybe trigger some of them, so some of them are flashing more, and you know, some is out of power or something.
I saw that you had one triggered, two triggered.
Yeah, it's just to kind of like see the whole effect of it, and you know, like as I say, because we're also gonna build something in the middle. We really want to build this sort of social, like beer garden club thing in the middle there. Which is probably going to be one of the projects I will start with after the main street, so we kind of like get that settled in the middle there. I mean, we can say that, I think we've mentioned it a few times before, but everything else we have in mind is something you will eventually just see in a video or hear about when we get that far. There's some cool things going to come up, and I'm also going to make this queue for this dog ride, because remember guys, this is the entrance to the dog ride that Kevin has been working on. Which is super cool too, because I'm really just digging the entire thing here. And as I said, here now we're making a custom sign. I don't know who made these light bulbs, but they're freaking cool, man. I love them. And the signs here, but the signs or the letters have always been there. So.
Yeah, I also gave those like an eggshell color. I remember I was telling you about, to give it more a little glow. Did you see the color different? It's really subtle. I don't know if you even noticed it.
I saw. I also went down and changed the lights just under the marquee thing there, and I thought we could just change the other lights when we got in there again. So I just had some cinematics. So there is one cinematic where there is some lighting or nighttime, but it's only one shot because we haven't really fixed with it yet, as Kevin said. Just played around with it, but it was just kind of like to you guys to see, just to give you guys a sort of a vibe or a view on how things are actually going to look when we have more lights on and stuff like that. So don't expect too much. It's just a very short clip of how it looks close up with all the lighting. So yeah. But as I said, the building is heavily inspired by that theater building in Red Dead, and like I think it's in Saint Denis. Is that how it says?
Saint Denis, yeah.
Yeah, that's where it's at. And so I just went in and I tried to like just get around with the foundation of it, sort of, you know. And afterwards, I was just kind of like, let me just try get it a different color, try to mix it together with the building on the left here. And I also need to build some more buildings on the right side of it. So I don't want to make it too separate and stuff. So I try to like just get it into the same style, you know, and color scheme, and it actually worked out super well. I'm actually quite amazed because I built this in under a day. You know that because I sent you pictures. I was like, okay, I built this, and then you went in and said, all right, I can make you design overnight while you sleep. And I was like, okay, cool, man. And then I woke up and the building was pretty much done.
It's like, God damn, what the hell happened? You really wanted to build it, and I feel bad because like he wanted the park. He wanted to finish this a week ago, and I was like, it's a process to upload. You know, it may seem simple, but when you do it a million times, just you know, and especially because I didn't have the part uploaded. So for on my end, I have to figure out which TMTK pieces I have used and haven't uploaded, upload them. Then I have to go to the menu after saving the game, which takes an hour, quit the game, reopen the game, reopen the park, save it again, and then I have to upload it to the Steam Workshop from the menu. So that whole process takes like anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes, depending on if I'm sitting on my computer waiting for it or not. And it's a pain in the freaking ass, man.
I bet it is.
Saving in Planko these days, even in a small park, it's terrible. It's just terrible.
Yeah, we can agree to that.
It's our fault, dude. It's definitely the TMTK. That's the only thing that's continually being added, and the only thing I can explain to why the game is getting worse.
Well, it is the theme making toolkit. I mean, it 100% is, because
it's.
I remember after the contest, I went in and I unsubscribed to all the theme making toolkit, and then I went in and just the park that just normal, right? And like the autosave was almost like completely normal compared to when it was when I have that, and it was just more stable in a sense, right? So I mean, whatever people say, like they do go in and like mess up lots of the game, but it also depending on the use of it, right? Like I have 300, I don't know how, as you can see just in this folder here, I don't use half of these pieces, but I have them because I showcase a lot of people's stuff, right? So I'm kind of, and then I never go in and unsubscribe to a lot of it, because once in a while, like I'm like, oh, this is actually, like these light bulbs, I've never subscribed to them, but I got them because someone else had them, right? So in a sense it's good, but also it's kind of slows down the system. Because I can also feel like when I turn the camera in here, like when I'm looking this way, my frames are they are very good. Like everything runs perfect. But as soon as I turn against the coaster, and it's weird because now there's a dock ride even there. But as soon as I turn over to the coaster, I have some drops, frame drops and stuff. Right? It's kind of
it's that collection of thousands and thousands of hydro beams in one specific area that's doing that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, I'm making these sort of I guess we can call them show panels with lights and stuff, or whatever it is. And I was super happy how they turned out to look, and actually how much they added to the building as soon as I did it. They just make it look theater-ish, right? You know. I'm digging it.
Yeah,
I'm digging it. And here I didn't really know what to do else here right now, so I just made it like, I didn't want to close it off, just made it already ready so we can just go through. But I do end up extending the wall here, making actually the building a little bit bigger with a extension on the right side. You'll see it just in a bit.
Spoilers!
But spoiler?
It clipped through the building! It's okay. Anyway.
That was like what, for like 1 second?
I saw it! It's okay.
Well, no.
That whole area, luckily, was not done yet. It's totally fine.
I did see I had some of the recording. I thought I cut it all out.
I saw it the first time and I was like, oh my god. And then I saw it again. I was like, oh god, I have to look for the actual detail now. Oh, it's not there though. We're good.
Okay. Yeah. It was. You guys get lucky today. Get a little bit of that. Yeah. It's make yourself lucky. Okay, so I'm adding to the roof here now. Again, I was trying to do something different again to the other roofs, but still in the same sense. So I went in and tried to like use these pieces again here as I do. I really like those for this sort of industrial, old school or old town roof piece. The texture is really good at it, and they just work for it. So it's pretty much the roof I do here, and then afterwards I add a little extra thing on top of it. And that actually makes the building look super cool. But then I think we're at that end now, or almost after here, where your sign is gonna get added on.
Nice.
And after that, oh my god, the building is just I almost cried. It was so beautiful.
Yeah, you did, or you almost got a trident for that photo in Bro Nation. I forgot to look again, but you're at
Yeah, that was.
14, I saw last.
It's yeah. I'm very happy about this build, and I did say to Kevin that I was gonna try make this the best building in the main street. In the main street, I say, right? So
Yeah.
there's still the piss alley, as we called it.
Wait till you see
Need to
what
build some stuff in that.
we were talking about, another expansion to this area, and if Wikz can do what I think he can do, what's in my head, it's gonna be just absolutely beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Of course I can. Of course I can. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. It's probably gonna take like 2 or 3 episodes on its own just for that one building, but it's gonna be beautiful. Oh my god.
It shall. It shall. It is my goal to make it like that. Every building here, I feel like I said, it looks different, and I kind of always want to improve every building every time. Kind of like add a little bit extra thing that the other building didn't have.
Well, every building's gonna be named. Every building's gonna be themed. Like it's like the barbershop. We're gonna have like it's gonna be its own area. You're gonna have anything that you want to name it. You basically let me know. I'll sign it up in Blender, and we'll make it a story behind it. But you think of like what cities would have in the Victorian era for steampunk? Like you'd have like glasses, I guess.
Hats.
Like a bar.
A weaver.
Yeah, a weaver. Yeah, exactly. Like a telescope place or something like that, where they sell trinkets.
Well, we already have a bookstore, right?
Yeah.
And we have a archive.
Mm-hmm.
And then now we have a theater, and then we have a souvenir shop.
Yeah, it's coming together.
And it really is, man. And especially now when like if we're starting to get some more signs on and stuff, and some cables hanging around the street, and that like beer garden building in the middle with some atmosphere, and the coaster running by, and oh man, this is gonna turn out super cool. And also when we get the lore and all that fixed, like I'm so excited about it all. I'm really excited to present it, and also if we get everything done properly, and it's gonna be great.
Yeah, I'm very excited too.
Absolutely. Yep. Also the name, it's gonna be fun to hear what you guys think of the name, and all the things we're gonna do with it, and yeah, exciting stuff. Yes. So we're almost at the end of the video. There's still some time of me just fiddling here, but we're slowly getting to the point where you will see the sign Kevin adds on the building. Well, he doesn't add it on, it's literally just there because he went in and just put it there, and then I went in back again and added a little bit more stuff to just polish it and tweak it so it looked proper. So as you can see here, I'm adding this extension building here because I kind of wanted this to be the exit of the ride. So I made this sort of little extension here, and then you'll see me do a door and all that stuff here in just a minute. This building is just going to be the same, and I also saw the same building like from Red Dead also kind of had this extra thing on the right side, which kind of works cool. It works with it, you know. It makes it a little bit bigger and majestic in a sense.
No, that works. I like the fact that so the queue is gonna have to wrap over to the left over towards those other buildings because there's not a whole lot of room right there. But we should be able.
Yeah, we'll I'll figure something out. I have some ideas I can do. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I gotta make a bunch of. I want to make a bunch of like wall. I want like marble wall pieces. Like you know how like they have those patterned wall pieces with like symbols on them and stuff. I want to make.
Yeah, the one you sent me the other day.
Yeah, like stuff like that. So that way, when you make the interiors, you can make them really, really nice.
Yes, please. Yeah. That would be dope. I mean, also there's so much interior that still needs to be done in some of the buildings, which is still only facades, right? Okay. So
I'm gonna give you a link to that texture website, and you can sit there and look through the PBRs, and when you find a texture that you absolutely have to have, it makes it easier for me to make things because then I know what you want.
Right. Good idea. Yeah, it's that'll be cool. So adding the last bits here to the building, kind of like just trying to see what I should add of detailing and if I should add the deco pieces to the right building here too. I do end up adding on the right side of it, but I delete the one in the middle because I feel like it was a little bit too much.
Yeah. Speaking of like, going back to the Red Dead building, I noticed that the Red Dead doors had like these metal plates inside of them with the initials. I want to go through and make like beautiful doors, glass doors for your theater.
I mean, if you can do that, that'll be dope.
Yeah,
that has the same scale as the one I've used.
Exact same scale. I would just measure the door. I know you've been begging me to make doors in Blender for a while, so that was a good time to...
Yeah. Oh.
There it is.
Oh, there it is. Look at that freaking gorgeous sign. It looks like legit oil on canvas or something like.
No, it really does, dude.
It's fucking amazing, dude. Like I was blown away by this sign here, and Kevin made this over like how long did it take you? A few hours?
It took me like 3 hours, yeah.
Damn. And it's just perfect, and the building after it got that sign on, the building just like, oh my god. It's just perfect.
Yeah, honestly it took probably, cuz I for that one I used 3 textures. Each texture had 5 images, and all of those images were like, you know, pretty high definition. So that upload this to the Team Maker Workshop took probably, I don't know, 7 hours. Well, no, I don't think it was quite that long. I think it was probably like 3 or 4 hours actually, because I stepped away for a while. But yeah, it took a long time. Usually some items they only take like 5 or 10 minutes, but this one took a while.
That's crazy.
But like it's really nice because like that's a flat object, man, and the textures have these normal maps that give it like depth. So when you look at it, the shadows and the lighting casting off it makes it look like it has like, it looks like it's not flat, you know what I mean? And that makes a huge difference. And I can tell by looking at a lot of the Planet Coaster models that they only started using those in the later version of the game. Like all of the early DLCs, none of their models had those.
Huh.
You can just tell, like, the depth on certain items are just huge differences. Like those right there, those little ornaments that you have, those definitely have normal maps on them.
Yeah, I'm actually quite happy how this custom sign ended up looking.
Yeah, I was gonna make that for you, and I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah, because this looks super cool, right?
Yeah, like I always say, I don't like the fonts, but I could always change that if you really want.
Yeah, it works like that. But this is the last thing I'm ending up adding to the building here, and then then it's pretty much that. Then we're gonna go into some cinematics here in a bit. So this is the Grimlock Theater, guys, which you guys will hear a lot more of in the lore. Ha! Yes. Kevin, I fucking love the sign you did, man, and all the other things you just do here to make this game so I can build this shit here. It's dope.
Gotta keep you interested.
Love it. Hell yeah, man. So we'll probably, hopefully, have a video out next week again. We don't know what will be in it, but there will definitely be a little tour and then some stuff of what's gonna happen and etc. So here is some cinematics, and then we're done, man.
Yeah.
We're done.
All right.
Half an hour went by there, quick, right?
Yeah. Time for work.
Time for work. Yeah. So guys, leave a like and a comment down below what you guys think, and you can also join the Discord. All of it is in the description below. And yeah, me and Mango will say our farewells here and see you in the next video, where we'll present the name too. So yeah, bye bye.
Bye bye.